Have frayed cuffs on your favorite sweatshirt? Don't worry, you can repair it. This video will show you how. First, grab a seam ripper and remove all the stitches holding the cuff to the sleeve. Pick off loose threads to clean the area when done. Also remove the seam stitches on the cuff to be able to open the cuff and lay it flat. Press. Look at your cuff. If the damage was simply tears at the edge, you can reuse the cuff itself by repairing it. Realize this will result in a sleeve ending up a little shorter. Or if the fabric has extensive damage and holes, use the cuff piece to make yourself a pattern, cutting a new piece from ribbed knit fabric. Realize with this option, you may not be able to color match the fabric exactly. Since my cuff isn't that bad, I'll repair it. Fold the cuff in half lengthwise, wrong side out, and pin. If there's extensive damage, trim some of the fabric off so you have a cleaner edge to start. On my machine, I'm switching to an overcast presser foot. And choose an overcast type stitch like this one. Sew an overcast stitch along your pinned edge. This stitch will make sure the fabric maintains some of its stretchiness rather than using a straight stitch. When finished, flip the cuff right side out and check the seam line to make sure no damage is showing. Press the cuff with your iron, pressing the seam allowance to one direction. Match the short ends of the cuff right side to right side and pin. Sew a straight stitch with a regular presser foot on the short side using the same seam allowance on the cuff originally and press open when finished. Fold the cuff in half right side out with the lengthwise seam now on the cuff edge and press. Pin the two bottom raw edges of the cuff and zigzag stitch the edge to hold them together. On the bottom of the cuff, put in straight pins to mark 4 equal quadrants of the cuff, one at the seam line, one on the opposite side, and one between these pins on each side. Do the same for the bottom edge of the sweatshirt sleeve. Put the cuff over the end of the sleeve right side out, lining up the bottom of the sleeve with the zigzag stitch edge of the cuff. Match pin to pin starting with the seam on the sleeve and the seam on the cuff. Then do the other pins until pieces are pinned together. Switch to an overcast stitch and presser foot and sew the cuff to the sleeve. Sew slowly and try not to stretch the cuff. While sewing, I'm sliding the bottom portion out of the way and constantly stopping to check to make sure the seam is being sewn correctly and there are no wrinkles. Pull the cuff from the sleeve, checking to make sure there are no holes in the seam. If there are, restitch over that area to make sure everything is being caught within the seam. Use steam from a hot iron on the cuff area of the sleeve to help shrink the area if it got a little stretched during sewing. Now your sweatshirt is repaired with your original cuff. If you decided to make a pattern and use all new cuff fabric, the steps are similar, but you can watch a video in the description for putting on a cuff from scratch. Our book, Professor Pincushion's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.